Hello, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. This weekend, I'm actually feeling well enough to stream, which is a wonderful thing. Since last weekend, I didn't really stream at all until Monday because I had a really bad headache. I don't know, maybe it was even some kind of migraine, I'm not sure, but yeah, that's why I didn't stream hardly at all last weekend. I'm doing well now, so I will actually do some Endless Ocean tonight. New dive. It's been a while for me, so I almost took a picture again, but it's okay. Horse look nice. Wonder how that got down here. So many stingrays over here. A new fish, still? Why is it called giant barb? I don't see any barbs. Doesn't look like a fish that you would name Barbara either. Is there a fish that looks like you would name it Barbara? I don't know. That's a big catfish. That one's kind of cool though, with all the stripes. Oh, treasure. That thing's so tiny. Who knew loaches were so small? A moon treasure? Interesting. Is there also a sun treasure? A soft shell turtle. Catfish, you're in the way. Excuse you. I'm trying to see the turtle. Thank you. There we go, sort of. You know, that other fish was trying to hog the spotlight. That one's kind of pretty. Nice necklace. Hi, Helix. This weekend I actually feel good enough to stream stuff. You know, I think I remember turning those off. I'm sorry. I guess I was trying to get better at not having them on when I'm not doing F-Zero. You know, yeah, it was almost kind of funny to have them triggered when I wasn't playing that game. Yeah, I'm back at it, exploring things. It's a cool looking sword. I remember seeing something like it in Okami. And besides, I was considering doing Mario Kart tomorrow. Anyway. Just me, not with anybody else. Still racing, just a different racing game. You thought this was Subnautica? Clearly not. Nope. If this were Subnautica, I would have died, I think, by now. No, this is Endless Ocean Luminous. A game where I can swim around all over the place and not be threatened by anything. You know, there are some fish that are kind of creepy looking. Not any of these. These are kind of more normal looking fish. I'm still finding new ones. Makes me wonder how many fish are actually in this game. Because I thought I already found quite a few. still pretty much the only fish I really know anything about. I only know anything about because of Animal Crossing. I've seriously never been fishing. Ever. I don't know, just not something I was ever interested in doing. Only one viewer that won't do. Give you a bit. Oh, okay, thank you. I mean, I just started. This looks cool. Like, no, not a pyramid. What is this? Some part of an ancient Colosseum? That get underwater works your advertising magic. I'm glad somebody has advertising magic. That's an aspect of this that I really don't know much about. Doesn't look blue to me. Not at all. I'm sending a complaint to the fish naming division. This fish that you call blue is not blue. Come up with a different name, now. And now we wait? Okay. Now I scan more fish. While I wait. Submitting everything to a CAT scan. You know, no, I'm not qualified. I'm not a doctor. That's another area where I wasn't really interested in things much, the medical field. Yeah. At one point in time, I wanted to be a veterinarian. Because I've always loved animals, but yeah, I kind of let go of that goal at some point because I was like, ugh, I can't handle the whole life and death thing. Plus, I don't do well with, like, gory stuff, which I'd end up seeing as, well, part of anything like that at some point, too, but yeah. Hi, Yudi. Yeah, found anomaly, finally.
A UML may be nearby.
Hey! Yes, the Yudi has
When
arrived.
you're close to one, your scanner...
Hey! It's cool. remember, Yudi, you saying you were going to be busy like last month, but well, now it's August, so... I don't know, it's been a while. How are you doing? I mean, I only didn't try to, like, contact you or anything just because it's like, oh, Yudi's busy. But now maybe you're not? You're good? Just lots of work travels. Gonna travel again next month? Fun stuff? Yeah, what sorts of places are you going to? Just out of curiosity. Mainly West Coast states? I live in a West Coast state, actually. But let me guess, you go to California a lot. Oh, not California. Idaho, Utah, Arizona, Nevada, Washington, and Oregon. Cool. I guess I always make an assumption that when people, like, travel to the West Coast, they, like, go to California. Just because it seems to me like so many people just, when they think of West Coast, they think California. Like it's the only West Coast state, but nope, it's not. Yeah, so that's cool. Yeah, only time you visit California is for Comic. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, stuff's expensive there in California. I mean, I've been to California, and we know parts of it are nice and interesting and everything. And well, I've been to Disneyland too, but yeah, I'm fine with not living there, to be honest. Yeah, oof. Gas $9. Ugh. Yuck. Yeah, I would think that it's, like, really expensive there. Sure seemed like it when I was there, but it's been, like, years since I was last in California. Like, at least, I want to say 6 years for me since I was last in California. I bet it's way worse now, expense-wise, than it was then. Yeah, but, the West Coast, I'm in Oregon. You so want to go to California Disneyland? Do the whole... Yeah, the build your own lightsaber thing, I think that would be so cool. Okay, when I was there in Disneyland, it was before that was a thing. So yeah, I'd honestly love to go back someday and do the lightsaber thing. And I think there's a Build-A-Droid, right? I think the droids are cool. The droids are my favorite as far as Star Wars things go. You want to build one? Cool. Oh, you do a lot of internet and cable running for businesses. Okay. Yeah, I think it would be cool to build a lightsaber and build a droid. Yeah. The whole Star Wars area, that was not a thing when I was there at Disneyland 6 years ago. But someday I'll go back. Someday I'll go again. I mean, I've only been there twice. Once when I was too young to really remember it myself. And, well, 6 years ago. Have you never been to Disneyland or any kind of thing like that, period? Helix? Yeah, it's fun. You want to go, Beauty, and ride every ride, then punch the mouse, get banned, and make local headlines. Yeah, you came, you saw, you did everything you wanted. You're good now. The mouse has it coming. Never forgive the new Star Wars. Like, I don't know which part of the new Star Wars. I've heard people are not impressed with... Oh, what's the newest? Oh, the Acolyte. Yeah. I've heard people are not happy with, like, the Acolyte show. Oh, the new trilogy. Yeah, it's just alright at best. Florida woman rides every Disneyland ride and punches Mickey Mouse, gets banned. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's the headline right there. I've seen all the Star Wars movies, like the trilogies, but seriously, I really do think the best one is the original trilogy. I can understand the issues people have with the newest trilogy, for sure. But then again, they switched directors before the last one, from what I remember. It probably added to things not making sense and probably being kind of disjointed. I really didn't understand the direction they went with Rey. It wasn't something that they seemed like they were building toward. Oh, also you want to eat at the Pizza Planet? Beauty? Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, prequel trilogy for you, Pelix, because it spawned the Clone Wars. Best thing you think happened to Star Wars? Yeah, I've seen Clone Wars. I've seen some of Rebels, too. I've yet to see the live-action, like, Ahsoka show. You know, I think Ahsoka's cool. I like her a lot as a character. Loved it when she appeared in live action on The Mandalorian. Although my huge Star Wars fan husband recommended I finish watching Rebels before watching the Ahsoka show. So that's probably what I'll do. another character I remember really liking, like in Rebels, Sabine. Yeah, Clone Wars, Bad Batch, Rebels considered a single series. Yeah, I can see how that feels like the same thing. I've seen some of Bad Batch too, and that's pretty good. Yeah, the Bad Batch clones. Yeah, I like them. They're cool. Hope we'll see more of Omega later on. Yeah, I actually like Omega too. I don't think I'm caught up with that one. The Bad Batch, though, I mean. I think there have been new episodes since I was last watching episodes of it. Yeah, and I've seen, I think at this point, most of the live action Star Wars shows. Mandalorian, really good. Book of Boba Fett, I don't know, I didn't like it as well, but still good. Still enjoyed it. I mean, some people had complaints about the Obi-Wan show, but I thought it was alright. Thought little Princess Leia was cute. I feel like the only one of those I've seen so far that just wasn't my thing was Andor. But that's a very slow-burning political sort of show. Not really my thing. Of the Sand People parts of Book of Boba Fett. Yeah, those parts are kind of cool, weren't they? I mean, I thought it was interesting when he had all those flashbacks to his time with them. Yeah, my husband loved Andor too, Helix. I don't know, it's just, I guess it just wasn't my thing. Sometimes I can get impatient with things. I go, okay, if the pacing is slow enough, even if that's not necessarily overall viewed as a bad thing, I can just get really impatient and just go, this is not holding my attention. Doesn't mean it's bad, just it's not like, I guess it's just not grabbing me. Book of Boba Fett, you mean Mandalorian 3? Yeah. I can see that being like in the middle of the Mandalorian as a part of it. And I swear, that felt very much like an extension of the Mandalorian more than being Boba Fett's own show, really. Yeah, slow pacing means there's time to develop characters, and that's exactly what they did. Yeah, I know. Who knows? Maybe there's stuff I miss out on because I'm just not patient enough, but... Here we go. Is there special fish over here? No, not yet. Ah, finally another anomaly. 5 to go. I was wondering how many times I had to go in the orange circle before I found it. Just curious, like if anyone who's watching has a favorite Star Wars character, like from any show, from any movie in the universe. Well, the Star Wars universe. For me, I feel like it's the droids. In general. Raven and Kid Fisto. all-time favorite, Star Killer. No, not canon anymore. He's real to me. I mean, if I had to pick one, well, I'd have a hard time between the different droids. I mean, I find C-3PO amusing. I feel like R2-D2 has a lot of personality. I also really like BB-8. Ken's wish the new trilogy wasn't canon, including you. Yeah, I get that. Like, I honestly wasn't the biggest fan of Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker. I mean, they weren't awful or like the worst or anything, but at the same time, it was like I felt like they were trying to do too many things with Last Jedi. And Rise of Skywalker is like, why did they go there with that? There was no way of, like, thinking that could be coming. You know, because I thought Last Jedi was trying to set Rey up to be, like, not really related to anybody important, and then suddenly they, like, turn around and do that. I'm like, what? Where'd that come from? Even Filoni can't touch the new trilogy. Yeah, no retconning. Aw. Well, of course Disney said no retconning because they had a hand in the new trilogy. So of course they'd say, no, no changes. Do not George Lucas this. i.e. change stuff retroactively. I wish we could get a Star Wars equivalent to Star Trek Online. With ground combat and driving your own ship and managing your own crew. It'd be so much fun. It could be. I was still wanting to, like, look into Star Wars. We're talking about Star Wars, so that's what I said instead of Star Trek. I mean to look into Star Trek Online. Yeah, it's free, and I think it's, like, even through Steam or something, too. I was wanting to check that out. So I figured that would be fun. I still don't know too much, haven't seen too much of Star Trek, but I want to fix that soon. Darth Jar Jar is canon? What? It'd be cool, but you'll stick to your Lego Star Wars. Yeah, I have Lego Star Wars, actually. And I played a bit of it, and it's fun. I like it. Depends on which Lego Star Wars. I think I remember trying to do, like, the original trilogy ones. I think that's where it starts you. I mean, I have... Oh, the newest one, the Skywalker saga, was just disappointing. I'm trying to remember which one or version of it I have. I mean, it's a collection, I think, that has, like, you able to play through stuff from all of the movies. But it starts you with the original trilogy. I love that, and it's fun because, yeah, I really like Legos. I have lots of Lego flowers and some Lego Marvel sets. But that Lego Yoda death cry. I think Saga was a rework of all 6 OG games mashed together but with love and care. Brought to the same graphical standards and seamlessly weaved together. I'm trying to remember if I have that one or possibly the Skywalker Saga version. I can't remember which. It's definitely a collection. Yeah, and unsurprisingly, in real life, my husband has tons of Star Wars Legos. Tons of, like, Lego sets, including the Cantina, by the way. The really big Cantina set that's kind of cool. Yeah. We'll have the ships, too. Skywalker Saga tried to do something similar with the 9 movies and missed all the marks on what fans liked about the series. Soulless, ugh. What I'm afraid of is that, like, at least what you're saying anyway, even though I tried some of it anyway so far, but not all of it, is that I have the, like, Skywalker version. Because I think it had all 9 of the movies in it. You know, the ones some people wish didn't exist. And still introduce you to it. Well, yeah, definitely. Hi, Ian. Hey, Wizard Cat. Hello. I'm trying to remember all the parts of your main form of your character, Ian. Yes, Goblin. Where Bulblin? Yeah, I think that's it. Hi, where Bulblin friend, who's, I think, sometimes a phoenix now? Yeah, I saw that model. Oh, yes, plushie too, that's right. Yeah, that was a slime phoenix, that's right. That's what I thought. No, an ocarina. Not the Ocarina of Time. I have not played that Zelda game. So many apparently you're old with things. Yeah, seems like it, huh? Yeah, I'm just a cat. Yeah, have a nice meal, Yudi. Thanks for stopping by. We need to do Splatoon. Yes, definitely. Chick-fil-A sounds good. I mean, I've not had Chick-fil-A, but it sounds like it would be good. Maybe some nuggets? Yeah. Chicken nuggets, they're good. Have a great stream, I will, thank you. And yes, definitely more Splatoon. I mean, I know there's a Splatfest coming up next week, I think. And then I think in September is like the big one that they announced. What a ripoff, really? An empty bottle is not treasure. At least I don't count it as treasure. No. There's not even a cool message in the bottle. Just nothing. Some Burger King chili cheese nuggets. Yeah, I've not had those. Chili cheese nuggets. You don't know if they have. I don't know. I'm not hurt. I mean, I don't really go to Burger King, so maybe I'm just out of the loop with what they've got, but I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know if they have them or not. I just know I've not had them. Yeah, I don't know if the US has those. Who knows? Maybe it's a outside the US thing. I know a lot of that happens. Fast food places have, like, outside the US, having totally different food on their menus. Especially what you've told me, Helix. Well, yes. Yes, exactly, Helix. More and better. At least they sound. It sounds like there's more and they're better to me from what you've told me. Yeah, you've told me that about a lot of things that sound really good that make me go, "Oh, why don't they have it here in America? It'd be so much better than what we've got here." I don't know, just some of the stuff we have here, it's like it just seems, I don't know, kind of boring. Another ocarina. Also nothing to do with Legend of Zelda. I own an ocarina, though, in real life. Do I know how to play it? Not really. Kind of one of those instruments that I have. Well, I actually got it as a gift. But, one of those mini instruments I own that I don't really know how to play yet. No, my hope is to learn how to play these instruments I have collected that I have no idea how to play yet. At some point. Yeah, the only ones I really know how to play, piano, guitar a little bit, ukulele a little bit. Oh, I also have an automaton. One of those, yeah, you know those silly musical instruments? That kind of look like a big music note. Yeah, one of those. Except mine's a Kirby one. Yeah, mine looks like Kirby. It's cute. I think those are rather amusing instruments, automatones. And the reason I have one that I got like last year for my birthday is because I felt like I just had to have one after seeing a certain video on YouTube of Final Fantasy XIV music composer Soken being silly at a concert and trying to play some Final Fantasy XIV music with automatones. And things kind of sounded off and silly and out of whack, and it was just so funny. Oh, and Helix, well, you would know what I was talking about if I mentioned, like, what he was trying to play that ended up being funny. It just sounded wrong. He was going, "Do you know Lahi?" Like the, music that plays in, I think it's called Raktika Greatwood, on the first, in the Shadowbringers part of the game. Oh, you don't think so? I thought you said you did Shadowbringers. So I thought you'd been to, like, the foresty zone. Where the music kind of sounds like people are, like, yodeling or something at part of it, I think. Where I believe, yeah, the Knight's Blessed people live. Hero wasn't paying attention to the music Yeah, I guess I just naturally pay attention to the music with the game, just being a person into music who does music things. Oh, you mostly pay attention to the models as you do 3D models. Yeah, I get it. I mean, I don't... Well, I see the models of the characters in the game, of course. But, yeah, I don't necessarily think as much about that. Or go, oh, they used this kind of a model, or that kind of a model, like one of these other characters in the game. Yeah, I don't really think about or notice things like that, but then again, I don't really do anything so much with, like, models and stuff. Like, the only model thing I ever did or tried to make or something is the one you're looking at right now. And really without much knowledge and like no experience. Other than that, like zero experience with any of that sort of thing for me. Yeah, Helix, that person whose channel I shared with you that I see a lot of their videos, especially like the Mad Because Small ones, Cider Spider, it seems like I've noticed when watching his videos that he comments a lot on, oh, this, like, the models, like, oh, they used this character's model for this, didn't they? Because, like, he recognizes the, I don't know, the form and the rigging similarities that seem to just, well, honestly go over my head because I don't even think about it. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually find it interesting that he keeps commenting on that. I go, oh yeah, he's right, isn't he? This does kind of look like that other creature or character, huh? And I get them reusing stuff, I really do. Makes it easier on the devs. Current important characters want to sneakily reuse as many assets as possible. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Less work, right? And hey, it works because, you know, I guess without people in the know in some way pointing it out, I'd probably seriously not notice as much. Sometimes I do, though. Sometimes with certain, I don't know, like trash mob type creatures, I might notice, these are like these other things, aren't they? You know, for the most part, I don't. At least when they reuse things for bosses and stuff in dungeons. Easier on the designers, easier on the modelers and the devs and the PC. Yeah, it is. I'm sure it is. Because, you know, why make more models for things than you really need to? You figure that's a very good example of work smarter, not harder. The whole, like, reusing models as much as they can sort of a thing. Still not all the way through Dawn Trail in Final Fantasy XIV. Got a ways further than I was before. Granted, I've been waiting and just doing that with my husband since we play that together. And I've been doing the MSQ off stream. Because we had to just do that together anyway with that game. Made it a bit further and still think it's really cool, but still excited to see the last part. I've actually made it to the part to, like, a town called Shaloni that is essentially meant, I think, to be like North America. It's kind of like a Wild West town. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised that they tried to envision North America as like a Wild West zone. Yeah, and everybody has like North American accents. Probably mostly meant to be American. At least in that section of the game. Which I'm not used to, because most of the time with the English VA stuff in the game, people sound British in that game. And practically almost every other region, not all of them. Most of them. I wish they'd remove class restrictions on glamour armor. Yes, me too. I think so many things, so many pieces of armor would look cool and make more sense on different classes than what it's restricted to. Yeah, especially in Heavens where they're so offensively British. Uh-huh. Okay, and here, I guess here's what I don't get. I feel like, okay, the Elizan, the elves, they all have, like, the most hard-to-pronounce French names, so I would have expected them to sound French, if anything, but no, they just sound British. Yeah. Yeah, it's like so many characters just are they're British. It's like that's the default in the game. Much as you hate those, much as you hate elves. Yeah, and I figure the ones in Final Fantasy XIV for the most part don't help you with that, do they? Because so many of them, especially in the Heavensward part, like that expansion, seem rather I don't know, pompous and, you know, kind of, there's religious zealotry going on, definitely, there. But, Lord Commander's name. Harshaphant, yes, I agree with you. Yeah, he's a good one. Lord Commander's name. Which one do you mean? Who do you mean? Okay. Emmerich? Is that him? Dark-haired Elizan, big blue sword. Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy too. Just don't know how to write it. Yeah, it's one of those weird names. Well, yeah, French, I know. Like, all of those names are weird. I seriously would have to hear someone in-game pronounce them so I would know how to pronounce them. Otherwise, I'd be clueless. I would have guessed that it was pronounced Emmerich, the way it's spelled. I mean, I think that's close. I think it's like A-Y? M-E-R-I-C? I can't remember for sure. There's, I don't know, some weird spelling that didn't make sense to me based on how it sounds. It sounds like it should start with an E, but it starts with an A. It looks like it should be Aimrick, but it's really Emrick. Yeah, I know. It's French names make no sense in terms of how you pronounce them. They seriously don't, at least not to me. Also, the only reason I know how to pronounce Alizé or Alphino is because, well, two of the main characters, well, the twins, but, and they say their names constantly. Otherwise, I would have guessed that those are pronounced how they are either, just by looking at them. I mean, actually, yeah, they do say their names all the time. Yeah. And actually, I honestly do actually like the twins. And I feel like they got decent character development. I mean, I wasn't as sure what to think about them in the beginning. I mean, I knew nothing about Alizé and ARR because she didn't really feature much there. But, yeah, I didn't know what to think about Alphino maybe at the very beginning, but I reached a point where I felt like I understood more about him and liked him. Later, well, after Heavensward especially, and Shadowbringers. And Stormblood and Shadowbringers, as far as Alizé is concerned. Louis Swat, yeah, that is one of the, yeah, that's one of the hardest to pronounce ones. Like, I would have had no clue if I hadn't heard someone, mention his name. It's like, what? How are you supposed to pronounce that word salad? Too many vowels. Not enough consonants. Yeah, I know. How are you supposed to pronounce that without help? It's just letters. Yeah, just a bunch of weird letters strung together that make no sense. Exactly. I seriously would have had no clue how to pronounce that if nobody had pronounced it. I'm so glad that, somebody said his name in the game. So God, how do you pronounce that? L. Your name is L, okay? If I refer to you, I'm referring to you as L. Not to be confused with a Death Note character. Otherwise. In French, names are just a vague artistic interpretation of the pronunciation. Yeah. You mean Alpha No, like, spelled like that? Yeah, I know. Looks like it should be Alpha Nod or something, right? Wrong. I don't understand how AUD makes an O sound, but oh well. As far as the L's and names go, okay, one that I didn't think was too terrible for pronunciation, Estinian. That one looks like it sounds. At least is one of the few that look that way. I guess I'm glad they pronounced Uriange too. With the VA work as well, because they wouldn't have necessarily gotten that that was that pronunciation for that name either. I mean, seems like some people like Uriange, some people don't like him or find him annoying. I mean, I think he's alright. I mean, I feel like I need an Uriange to, English dictionary sometimes, but, yeah, don't really have anything against him at all. There's that one NPC in Limbs that literally just looks like a keyboard smash. Okay. I feel like another kind of name that, kind of trips me up in the game, where I have to hear someone pronounce their names. The characters in Limsa, usually Rogadins, who have the Welsh names. Yeah, they really have keyboard smashy looking names. And you go, huh? How do you pronounce that? Hmm? Some worse than others. Rianji's just Mr. Exposition. Yeah, he kind of is, isn't he? Yeah. We didn't, I guess, understand is like, why was Urianger like wearing what almost looked like a monk robe or something where you couldn't really even see his face in ARR? But then when you get around to, yeah, Shadowbringers, suddenly it's like, okay, here you go. Done with that weird robe, and you can see his face now. He's an astrologian. On your end, it was a welcome change. Well, actually, I appreciate the change. I mean, I don't know why he was in that weird robe where you couldn't see his face to start with. I'm like, why didn't they just do this from the beginning? Yeah, I like that change. I thought it was a good one. Yeah, he stopped being vanilla paste character. Yeah, they, like, did more with him. You know, I liked it that they did more with him in Shadowbringers. Had him be the person who lived with the pixies. And be kind of like an uncle to Reen. I actually only really started to appreciate Thancred, really, with him, with his, like, kind of being like a dad to Reen sort of a thing in Shadowbringers. No, yeah, I know, he's not an Elwazin. You can actually pronounce his name just fine. It's not a weird French name. Yeah, he stopped being, yeah, he did. He stopped being such a rogue and started to take responsibility. Definitely. I don't know, I just, in the beginning, I just didn't really like him. I mean, I started in Ul'dah, so I ended up working with him for the first part of the MSQ and A Realm Reborn. I don't know, I just didn't like him at first. And I mean, I don't know if that's because of, well, the whole Waha Brea thing. That was more that than him, or what the deal was, but yeah. Kept forgetting he existed. Yeah. There wasn't as much going on with some of the characters for sure, like any of them really, when they were just trying to lay down the groundwork of the plot in the beginning in ARR, I must admit. I mean, I don't think it was as bad as some people were saying it was around the time when I was starting to play. But, yeah, definitely one where they're focusing more on trying to lay the groundwork for the plot. And they're waiting to actually do more with the characters. I don't know. Another one for me was just kind of okay. I didn't, like, hate him or anything, but just meh for me was Papalymo. Yeah, he was kind of there, I guess, but... Hmm. Who? Yeah, I know, right? Okay. Papalima was like the Lalafell scion, yeah. But yeah, I figure you were joking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you agree. I don't know, I just felt like he wasn't overly memorable either. I mean, I figure not many of them were in the beginning. It took a while for some of them to be more memorable. He did get a pretty big epic send-off, you're right. The only Lalafell that kind of grew on you was Totter. Yeah, I like her. I find it hysterical how certain characters like Estinian, I think, is kind of like scared of her or something. Intimidated by her, you know, she's like this tiny Lalafell, and he's like a big, tall Elizin. I'm not sure I even want to know what characters such as Alphino and Estinian have gone through with her regarding their really bad financial decisions. Yeah. Estinian, I believe... Well, I know he's screwed up financially big time and pissed her off. And Alphino with that sword. Paying way too much money, according to her. Alphino is rich, so he doesn't really think much of money, I figure. I mean, I figure she cares just because she's into, like, that sort of a thing. And sees no reason to spend more than you need to. But yeah, Alphino wouldn't know any better because he's used to having a lot of money. Uh-huh. Yeah. We did, didn't we? And didn't Estinian pay way too much for a hair tie, of all things? Yeah, I remember Todder not being pleased about that. I thought it was just so funny that of all the things he could do, he spent way too damn much on a hair tie. Estinian, I really hope that scrunchie was worth it. Maybe it wasn't to him in the end. I don't know. I don't know for how long Totters scolded him for that. Come on, on the other hand, there's guys who looks like a supermodel in tattered robes. Yeah, I must admit, yeah, he is good looking. And I mean, I understand why they made him wear the Garlean armor in the beginning. But it's kind of a character, too, where it was like, why couldn't we have seen your face sooner? Guess just 'cause. Guys looks like the kind of guy who puts on expensive perfume just to tempt weirdos to sniff him. I believe there's some kind... Yeah, there's side content from, I think, Shadowbringers expansion? That has to do with him. Gaius, I mean. Yeah, there's a series of trials that have to do with him. I figure you would enjoy that part, Helix. The diamond... Yeah, the diamond weapon quest line. Oh, you did those already? You know, I'm not surprised. Because that is content involving Gaius. I've done those. Yeah, I do remember you, Helix, at some point saying something about, like, the part where Gaius appears, like, carrying Alphino. You were saying, oh, I wish that was me. Yeah, I remember that. Yep, fair. I don't know, I guess for me... I don't know. My type has essentially, well, been nerd. Interesting. You're way more picky when it comes to guys than gals. Yeah, I figure it is. I do find it interesting how different people have different types, too. You know, even regardless of, like, sexuality. Since for me, with few exceptions, like, for me, well, nerdy guys. Which, well, my husband is one. A nerdy guy, I mean. Whereas I am aware that other people are into people who are like jocks and stuff, but I never was. Like, ever. Ever. You know, any fictional character or real life person, for the most part, that I, for any reason, had any kind of crush on whatsoever, some kind of a nerd. I mean, even if they weren't stereotypical looking nerdy person, usually the smart ones who are, well, smart asses too. Yeah, those sorts of characters. And real people. For me. Jock behavior is kind of repulsive to you. Yeah, it is to me too, honestly. I don't know. I don't do dumb. And, I mean, yes, I know it's probably a stereotype for people who are jocks to be dumb, but I found it to be true on so many occasions. And that's a huge part of it for me, being like, no, you yuck. You appreciate the smarts? Yeah, me too. There have been many moments where I've seriously thanked my husband for being a smart person. Thank you for not being dumb like one of those other people. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I don't do dumb. Oh wow, you're still friends with all the guy exes, but girlfriends mostly in drama? Oh wow, lead cancer researcher and 2 years younger than you, wow. Starting to wonder if they remembered to put all the anomalies in here this time. I'm going all over the place. I'm not seeing much of anything. Well, I guess I swam through a circle back there. I didn't quite get what's over there yet. It was a sad one, but we both understood that was for the best. Still love him to bits, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't know about that because I guess I'm maybe a rarer example of ending up with the first person I was like with. Studies have pretty conclusively shown that no matter how many times I swim around in the same spot, I will not find anything new. Why do I keep going there, you ask? I don't know. Kind of drawing the crazy kind of girls, but that naturally ends up in... Yeah. Finally. We did actually remember to put at least one more of these in. Well, there are more right over here too, somewhere. Nice. Hello, Purple Juicy Berry. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody, from the raid. Raid. Let's go. Surprise raid. Yeah, it's a surprise to me. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kisa. Oh, thank you, Heroette, for following. I appreciate it. I'm Kisa. I'm a Comfy Cat Wizard streamer. Tonight, I am playing Endless Ocean Luminous, a deep sea exploration game. Nothing like Subnautica, even though it's also in the ocean, because there's no threat of death here. I just swim around and scan things. Find treasure. Well, I question some of it being labeled as treasure, like this toy ring. Fish, yep. Wah! Hi, and welcome back, Ian. Remember, water's wet? Uh-huh, it is. Exactly. Some kid lost that ring, that toy ring 10 years ago. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's one of those things I question as being treasure. Also things like empty bottles, like, why? It's like somebody just drank soda and then threw the bottle in the ocean. Or something. I don't know. That doesn't count as treasure to me either. Also, in this game, I found treasure that was like pieces of chocolate. Why? How'd that happen? Trash, you mean treasure? Yeah. I know there's that saying, one person's trash is another one's treasure. But nah. Some of it is just trash. Just trash. Total trash. Like, how could a piece of chocolate be good after being in the bottom of the ocean for who knows how long? Eat the rancid saltwater chocolate, do it. Yeah, I dare you. I double dog dare you. Sample the sketchy chocolate that's been here for who knows how long. Good for a challenge stream. Remember, no one, yes, exactly. Just the stuff dumped in the ocean. No person, no person, counts as trash. Definitely. Yeah. I agree, Ian. Sounds like who can drink the most salt water, yeah. Yeah, definitely in the ocean here. Yeah, currently swimming around and hoping to find special fish. They're essentially anomalies that kind of just look like they're glitching out. In order to find a UML, or unidentified marine life, specimen, it was in a circle where there was supposed to be another one of those, but I did not find it. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Quality Assurance is Another World. Quite good anime. Credit to you for recommending it. Okay, cool. Always like getting recommendations. I've not heard of that one before. Oh, I have a recommendation. I mean, I understand it's been popular lately, so maybe you've already heard of it and seen it, but, an anime that recently became my favorite over what was previously my favorite, which would have been Ranking of Kings before that, I think, or Steins Gate, The Apothecary Diaries. I highly recommend that one. Love the main character. She's really, really smart. I even did a song cover of the first opening of that anime. And the English title of it is Be a Flower. Just because I like it, that opening so much. Well, in English, of course. Yeah, because in addition to streaming here on Twitch, I have a YouTube channel where I put my VODs and my shorts and song covers. If anyone here is interested in that sort of thing, feel free to go check them out. And there in the chat are my socials again, in case you want to be able to check out my YouTube channel, or follow me on Twitter, I refuse to call it X, or if you'd like to join my Discord. Shameless plug. Oh, is something I meant to do? You know, I know my shout-out player's given me problems, so I've kind of, like, almost given up on the shout-out player, but, I try to remember to actually give shout-outs to people, well, especially when they actually raid me. So at least I put a dynamic one through Twitch out there for Purple Juicy Berry. AKA Reyna. Thank you again for raiding. Yes, oh, welcome Reyna. It was her first stream and it went super... Oh, cool. That's great. Rats are even here. Yes, absolutely. Congratulations. Glad your first stream went well. Hark, a whale is singing the song of its people. At least, well, there's a whale shark. Not totally the same thing. Hi, Hern Dragon. Welcome back. Yeah, this weekend... Yeah, going better for me than last weekend. Last weekend, I didn't really stream at all because, yeah, I wasn't feeling well. I know it was a migraine. Maybe it even was a migraine. I'm not sure. But whatever it was a really nasty headache, and I felt kind of exhausted too. So, yeah, not good. And, yeah, I didn't stream all weekend. Like, last time I streamed at this point is, like, Monday for some more Paper Mario, because by then I was feeling better. But, yeah. Luckily this weekend, everything's fine. So, another night dive is happening in Endless Ocean Luminous. It's kind of what I would have done a week ago if I would have been feeling up to it. I must admit, Paper Mario is one of those series of games I didn't really get into before. Well, certainly not when I tried the first one as a kid. I just didn't get it. But I'm so glad that because of the Thousand Year Door remake being a huge deal, I was curious about it recently and started playing the first one through Switch Online. It's been really fun, really cute. I look forward to continuing it. Especially since it's like, I love the sense of humor in it, and it's been kind of a wild ride, too. Because, like, in the latest stream at the end, getting to, like, Shiver City, the little winter or Christmas town full of adorable penguins, Mario was accused of murder. Yeah, you heard that right. Mario was accused of murder. And I was like, what? Yeah, right. But no, I'm serious. He was, and we were stuck in town until we could prove innocence. Shame on that cop. Bad cop. Just assuming Mario did it. Ugh. What? Did he get his badge out of a crane game machine or something? I don't know. Yeah, you were there when you got there? Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought it was crazy that things turned into crime drama there. I was like, what? This is Mario. I wasn't, like, expecting, I don't know, Sherlock Holmes or, any of those other sorts of things, like any of those actual crime dramas. Well, I know I used to watch a few, like Castle and Psych. I love Psych. Still one of my all-time favorite shows. Love it that they have movies that keep coming out that are really hysterically funny. Yeah, I was always, like, more into the ones that were more comedic. Kind of like, well, Castle and Psych, especially, and Monk. That was another one I watched. I already got that one. It was like, when did this become like an episode of Psych or something, or Castle or whatever? Because this is Mario. This is Paper Mario. But yeah. I mean, haven't finished that section of the game just yet, obviously, because I just got into it at the end of the stream, but yeah. That'll be fun to continue. And I look forward to when I'm able to play the Thousand Year Door remake, too, after that. So Detective Peach, but Mario. Uh-huh. Essentially, you know, forced into it to clear our name, yeah. You thought you were watching Paper Mario. You were wrong. It's really... Insert, name of a crime drama show here. Mm-hmm. Whatever your favorite one is. Detective Pikachu there. Uh-huh. That works. Detective Pikachu was kind of a cute movie. I mean, I think it started as a game. I never played the game, though. It was fun. Yeah, it was fun, right? The Detective Pikachu movie, I assume you're talking about? Yeah, the Greninja scene, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I remember there being a detective's portion of Princess Peach Showtime. I mean, I've still not finished that game. I really want to at some point. But, yeah. I thought the detective parts of that were fun. That I've done so far. I still think it's cool what, like, she got her own game where, you know, she's the star and, like, she wasn't kidnapped or anything. She's doing the saving. I mean, I thought she had another game to herself too, but I never played that one. Yeah, but definitely in that first part of the Shiver City stuff and Paper Mario during the stream was like, what? I didn't know I would be implicated in a murder and be stuck here. Did I accidentally soft lock my game? Please tell me you didn't soft lock my game. I didn't. I was afraid I had, like, many times over, but nope, I didn't. Everything was fine. Yeah, it was definite proof. I had no idea what I was getting into, and I didn't, like, try to look up anything ahead of time, seriously, because I didn't. Yeah, that's one where I've been trying to experience it as I go along and not spoil it for myself, I guess, ahead of time. You know, yes, I know, it's been around forever. Well, not forever. Since 2000? That was when it came out? So it's like, not spoilers or anything at this point. Head to the circle. There's a little one over here. There we go. So I missed that the first time through. Another one's over here? Cool. What did I miss? It's not one of the you. Aha. Last one is over there. At least this time I've not been expected to go all over the map to find all of the anomalies. That's happened before. My first stream of this was 7 hours. Almost 7 hours. I'm serious. Because I was so stubborn and determined about trying to find all of the fish that were anomalies so I could find the UML, unidentified marine life. But 7 hours, there are at least a couple that I seriously went right past over and over again. They found later off stream. Yeah, almost 7 hours in that first stream of this, weeks ago, months ago, I think now. And yeah, I still didn't find all of the fish anomalies. Yeah, that was frustrating. But not today. It's not gonna take me 7 hours today. I'm sure everyone here is relieved. You were watching that? Yeah, I remember, Hern Dragon. You were there. You were there for that. I remember that. I mean, I feel like you were one of the viewers who was trying very hard to help me, like, find the fish. And I think you knew where they were. You saw the circles, but I just did not. Yeah, luckily, that was the only one that was that long. Only stream I've ever done that was, like, that long. I didn't even mean to, either. Just kind of happened. It's like, if I try just a little bit longer, I'll find them. I know I will find them. Wrong. How do I get back around to where that circle is? Do I have to go through the hole? The only thing here it could take me a while is figuring out how to get back to that last orange circle. No, that's past it. On the other side of this big rock. Is there a hole? Is there a space where I can go up above it? Nope, not here. Almost. Almost thought I could go through there. At least this is a place I've not been. Into the hole. This is a really not very exciting hole. Nothing is down here. This hole, I rate B for boring. I don't recommend looking in that hole. Zero out of 10 would not do it again. Hello, Lance. Hey, Stinian from Final Fantasy XIV. I think I found one of your weapons. Why'd you carelessly throw it in the ocean? For anyone here who isn't someone who plays Final Fantasy XIV, Estinian, who I just referenced there, also known as the Azure Dragoon, he's a big, tall elf guy who, you know, his class in the game, or job, is, well, he's a dragoon. And I just found a lance, which would be the sort of weapon he would use. Yeah, the OG Edgy class, yes, exactly. That's what I was saying, hey, found your weapon. Before Dark Knight, yes. Dark Knight is definitely very edgy. So is Reaper, by the way. In Helix, I believe, as far as the, elf-type characters go, or Elwazin, I guess, in that game. And I feel like another decent one is Estinian himself. I mean, at first, I honestly really thought he was a jerk. Like, in Heaven's Word, but I felt like there was a reason for that with the whole Nidhogg thing going on. But in more recent expansions, he's at least okay. I mean, he's still not my favorite character, but I wouldn't class him with the more, I don't know, uppity ones. At least. I don't know, he doesn't strike me as being snobby, I guess I'm saying. Which is a problem I have with a lot of the Elwazin in the game, really. Though not all of them are that way. I'd love to figure out how to get to that orange circle again. I was there once, I can get there again, right? Sadly, I can't go through rocks. Treasure. But is it though? Okay, so some kid lost their backpack. I mean, I'm sure it's treasure to them. I mean, I wonder what's in there. Won't let us look. I suspect the kid won't be missing any homework assignments that are still in that backpack. Going, yay, we didn't have to do those. And, you know, that's a new excuse, right? Shiny! Hello! Thank you for raiding. I mean, my shoutout players has been weird and broken lately, so kind of gave up on it, but we'll still give you one through Twitch. Hi, Kit. Good to see you. Hi, Moo. Ah, there we go. Shout out through Twitch for Shiny. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a night dive in Endless Ocean Luminous. This weekend, when I'm actually feeling up to streaming, unlike last weekend, because I wasn't doing anything, not even joining in on Ian's Power Wash collab like I was wanting to, because, yeah, nasty, nasty headache. Which luckily went away after, like, a couple days. Yeah, because, you know, I wished I could have been there. Yeah, just didn't feel up to it. Reading up to streaming just on my own either, really. But everything's fine this weekend. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope the stream went well, Shiny. OMG, Ian says, you just realized that was only a week ago. This week has been so bad it felt like, oh, I'm sorry. I mean, the only bad thing for me was, like, the weird yucky headache during the weekend. Last weekend. Thank you, you two. Yeah, of course. Take care of ourselves. Sometimes we miss stuff. It's okay. That doesn't care whatever make you feel bad about it. Yeah, I've noticed that, and I appreciate it very much. Yeah. I know people understand. Just as I understand what others, like, can't be there at things and or don't even stream themselves for various reasons. Currently trying to figure out how to get to this last orange circle on my map. I was there before, but didn't find the fish anomaly. So I know I must be able to get there again. But I've not found the way yet. You know, I still think it'd be a huge improvement to this game if they would let me swim through rocks. But yeah, that'd make things too easy, right? And unrealistic? Still can't go through there. I mean, I wish, because the circle is right there. And what is this game about? Well, essentially, you know, deep sea exploration, and we're trying to find these creatures called UMLs, or unidentified marine life. But before that, you have to scan lots of fish, you know, eventually scan starting out 7 fish in a location that end up being anomalies that appear in these orange circles in order to be able to then find the unidentified marine life. And then we're supposed to scan that creature when it shows up to gather its information. Some of them are pretty cool. One of them's adorable. Okay, one of them, I think the name is Jawara Tadger or something like that, but it's an adorable little white seal who wears treasure. Yeah, my favorite so far. He's really cute. Starts out wearing a crown that he apparently found on the bottom of the ocean, but then when I found him in the game, he was wearing a necklace. Yeah, the seal is so cute, Hern Dragon. You're right. Easily my favorite. My total favorite UML so far. You have to, yeah, I do, don't I? Yeah, I can. I can go, okay, just a minute before I try to find this last anomaly here and the UML. I gotta show you this seal. This adorable little seal. Okay, where is he? Down here at the bottom, I think. Where all the cool stuff lives. Here he is. Look at him. Isn't he adorable? With his little crown. Yeah. Ready for seal? Yep, here he is. Here's the seal. Yeah. Yeah, Ian. I agree. Max adorbs. Yep, this is still my favorite. He's my favorite. I love him. Yeah, you love him too? Yeah, I thought so. I thought you would. You would do anything for them? Yes, yeah. Me too. Yeah. Easily my favorite that I've seen so far in the game. Definitely. I've always loved seals, actually. I always found them cute. One of my favorite creatures to see at any kind of, like, aquarium. Seals and otters. Those are my favorites at aquariums. Well, and dolphins. Yeah, it's a precious baby. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah. That he is. Most definitely. Yeah, it is fascinating, isn't it? That they can be so adorable, but yeah, so vicious when they're hunting. Because you wouldn't think they would be like that, would you? Just by looking at them? They just look too cute for that, right? Like, there is a boundary to the Endless Ocean, and you have found it. Congratulations. Yeah, sea otters are a keystone species and eat sea urchins. Yeah. I love otters too. They're cute. I think it's adorable that, mated pairs of otters hold hands so they won't separate from each other. Yeah, I would love it if there was an otter in this game, like as one of the UMLs. I don't know if there is. I mean, I still think it would be great because I love otters. There's treasure. Somewhere. Yeah, they also wrap their babies in kelp and tie them down when they hunt so they don't fall away. Yeah, they do, and I think I love that too about them. It seems like otters are good parents. Well, yeah, the sea otters, yeah. The river otters, yeah. The river otters are not the same as the sea otters. Yeah, I was thinking more along the lines of the sea otters. Yeah. Yeah, they may both be otters, but they are not the same. Still love how calming of a game this is. I like the nice peaceful music that plays every now and then. Okay, now that I believe to be treasure. An actual jewel box. Way better, and not a ripoff like an empty bottle. I think I've also seen cardboard boxes in this game, and nah, those aren't really treasure either. I know eventually, sometime in the next century, I will find my way to that last orange circle. Somehow. This is not going to be another 7-hour stream, she says confidently. Okay, can't swim around that. Go up over this? Yes. The mystery of how to get to the last orange circle. That's the mystery I'm solving now. Also the mystery of how to not be stuck. There we go. Can't remember how I got there the first time. I wish I could. Keep finding rocks everywhere I go that I can't go through. Now I'm totally going in the opposite direction of where I need to be. Welcome to the adventure that is me trying to find where I'm supposed to go on the map. This is a frequent occurrence for me, in games and in real life. Having trouble finding where I'm supposed to be going. Do I get there eventually? Yes. But it takes some doing. However, seriously, for the first, half of my time in college, I needed to use a GPS on my phone to find where I was supposed to go for all my classes before I could more reliably find where all the different buildings were on campus. And oddly enough, even though I was good at getting lost myself, I for some reason had a knack for finding people's lost items. Because I remember finding lots of like lost items. Well, I was a music major, so in the music department, I kept, going into practice rooms where people left their stuff and forgot about it, lost it or something. And then ended up turning it in. People were like, "Hey, you found my like bag or my purse or something or other thing that was valuable to them that they thought they lost. Thanks." That was cool. And it was like, well, it was just in there when I went in to use the practice room. I wonder why they made this so hard to get to. Maybe it's down here, and that's why I didn't see it up above before. Yep, I bet it's in here. There's nothing out here. Is it one of you? Still not there yet. Ah, there we go. Only took about 2 hours. Or more than that, really. Closer to
All
3.
targets have been scanned and the mission is complete. Well done.
What's gonna be this time?
Transmission from HQ. Biometric signs believed to belong to Simurgh Daria
Okay,
detected.
I've seen that one before,
Sending drone footage.
but that's okay. This is one that kind of surprised me,
It's a flock of seabirds, seemingly being led by Simurgh
because I didn't
Daria.
expect one of the
Interesting.
UMLs to be a bird.
They appear to be diving into the water. Here comes Simurgh Daria. How could this species have grown so large? The unusual species is now swimming. It must have exceptional lung capacity. Please do your best to scan the creature to provide us with additional data.
Okay, will do. If I can get to where it is. Let me see the birds going down from the sky. There it is.
Transmission from HQ. Additional Simurgh Daria data received. Thank you for your hard work.
You're welcome.
According to our research, this species regularly moves between the sky and the sea. It is believed that it dives into the sea in order to gather food. It also gathers food from the other birds surrounding it. Likely, this species requires a significant amount of nutrition to achieve and maintain its impressive size. The presence of a UML of this size suggests that this area is incredibly rich in nutrients. This is very useful information. Learning about UMLs like this species is invaluable in the ongoing study of this area. I look forward to seeing what more you uncover. Thank you for your hard work. Simurgh Daria.
Yep. The only one so far it's been a bird. Already seen that one before, so I already have a picture of it. Might as well try to get another one. Hey, stop. Hey, come back here while I'm trying to take a photo of you. Nah. Hey, you left. Come back here. Or don't. Be that way. Good thing I already have a picture of you, I think. came back. Good. Please stay down here for your photo opportunity. And let me take a photo from your good side. There you go. That's okay, that's better. And it looks like I'm with you there in that picture. Nope, not that one. Can I get a better one? Nah, I don't like that one. Yeah, I probably got a good one of you though anyway. Yeah, you could get more points in the game for scanning more fish, exploring more of the ocean, finding lots of treasure. All these little orbs left behind by the UML give you more points. So I usually try to get those before I end my dive. There's another one. Yeah, that one's not nearly as cute as the seal, I must say. None of them have been so far. I mean, there's one that was like a group of seahorses, which I thought was cool, because I like seahorses too, but yeah, not cute, really. Now we see how many points we got for that. Hey! Not as much for exploration, but then again, I didn't need to go all over the map to find all of the anomalies this time. Okay, and that dive capacity that keeps ranking up, that determines which fish I can actually swim around with if I want to, because you can do that in this game. Cool, gold medals for my teamwork, research, salvage. Found some unknown creatures. Well, I didn't do the dive buddy thing, but that's what you can do with some of the creatures. Gonna try a shared dive. They don't last as long, they don't take as long because other people are there too. But then I can like show the dive buddy thing. Essentially, you go up to a fish that would, or other creature that will let you, I guess, sort of kind of befriend it. And then it'll just swim around with you, I guess, until it gets bored or you go too fast for it. Yeah, not that one. I want to swim around with that one. What fish or other creature do I want to be my friend? Okay, that's a shark. It'd let me, really? Cool. I prefer the dolphin, though, as far as friends go.
Commerson's dolphin.
Okay, here we go. I push my plus button. The creature has joined you. I am now friends with this dolphin. Oh, dolphin, where are you? You're here, right? So, yep, there they are. So now the dolphin will be swimming around with me. So there you go, dive buddy.
Transmission from HQ. Your
I think it'd be really cool, actually, to swim with dolphins. I've never done that, but I still think it would be cool to do that at some point. What, where's that silverware at the bottom of the ocean? Really? Go deep into the abyss. Yeah, that is a giant fish. I'll give them that. I remember being so surprised when I saw one of these for the first time in Animal Crossing. I was like, holy shit, that thing's huge. How does it fit in my character's pocket in Animal Crossing? Hey. A whale. Deep down here in the dark. I can't see anything anymore. Is there a bottom to this place? Yes, there is a bottom to this deep dark hole. Are those geysers? Yes. At least they look like them. Man, that dolphin is still down here keeping up with me. Good, I'm not alone down here in the darkness. Ew, he's kind of scary. No, the dolphin went away. But the dolphin was scared of that big shark. I don't blame it. I think it's kind of scary too. A ghost shark. Now finding the more interesting fish. Taurine decanter found its way down here. These things just look like long ribbons. Skeleton. Here's a more prehistoric sort of a creature. That's an ominous name. I don't see any graves here unless you count this big skeleton as one. Yeah, big sea bug. Nothing like a tripod. I think I have to send another complaint to the fish naming department. Ooh, a candelabra. Once again, a whale sings a song of its people. Hey, others completed the mission. Wonder if we'll be able to get to the UML in time.
All targets have been scanned and the mission is complete. Well done.
I figured it wouldn't take long. Not in a shared dive.
HQ has confirmed that there are biometric signs consistent with Lancia Presto. Sending footage from where they were picked up.
I've seen that one before too, but that's okay. Because I bet those who are here have not. This one's really big and really fast. There he goes. There it goes again. And again.
Its speed really is remarkable. Let's switch to another camera to capture the creature's movement.
Yeah, we need a high-speed camera.
It seems to do this when it's taking
Essentially a
interest in
giant
other
swordfish.
Lancia Presto moved to another location. Please scan it and send HQ the data you collect.
I'll try to scan him.
I've uploaded your data to H. One agent on the team was actually trying to monitor this UML today, but it moved so quickly that she lost track of it.
Ooh.
The speed of this species really does make it difficult to study. But you managed it. It's yet another species you've made known to the world.
Well, not me specifically,
This
somebody else.
investigation is over.
But hey, I'm right here where it is. Cool. So I can scan it again, too. Nope, I can't make it my friend. Nope. Too big, too important. Would you like to let me take your picture, or will you just swim around too fast for that to be a thing? I think that's option B. I mean, I'm trying here, Lancia Presto. I can't swim as fast as you. There we go. That's better. It was not long at all. I'm fine going because, okay, with every one of these I've done, if I stick around long enough to try to see if there will be something else, usually it's the same UML the whole time. In the same location. Did I unlock anything else on the mystery board today? No. Oh, yes. One thing. Hey, achievement. Cool. Yeah, I discovered a treasure chest with an 18k gold necklace in it. Still 39 things to go. And I have to find the rest of those before I can move on in the story part of the game. Here are all the things I found that are considered treasure. Pebble, meh. That I understand, it's gold. An old torn book. Nah. See, here's the empty box I was talking about. Empty bottle, an empty drum. Yeah, some of these things are interesting or cool, but there's some that definitely I don't think count really as treasure. This is kind of a toy ring like you'd find in one of those machines that you put quarters into. A lot of these I totally understand being treasures. They look valuable. And these paintings and things too, but other things go, okay. Old lipstick that was just on the bottom of the ocean. Nah. Waterlogged nail polish. A worn down shoe. Hand cream. A puzzle. I mean, I think it'd be hard to tell what the puzzle would look like later just because, wouldn't the pieces be all soggy and nasty after being on the bottom of the ocean for a long time? I think books would be too. Nice thought trying to cook on the bottom of the ocean too, but nah. Found at least a few of these today. How or why, I don't know. Who's randomly tossing their ocarinas on the ocean floor? I'm thinking that was a common instrument. I mean, I own one, but yeah, someone gave one to me for a birthday present. But, yeah, I figure that's not a common instrument for people to have, so I kind of wonder why I found at least 2 or 3 of those today on the ocean floor. Mine's not red like that, though. It's like white with flowers on it. It's kind of pretty. Yes, I have found other toys on the ocean floor. I feel bad for the children who lost them. First set of silverware I've found on the ocean floor. And some moon treasure. Whatever that means. Lots of coins. A squire's memoir. At least there's something in that bottle. And now for the fish. We have found a few new species this time, which still surprises me. There are obviously lots of species in this game, and still some I've not found. Like this one was new. I mean, this one's not new, but I still think betta fish are cool looking. I really liked this purple manta ray. For obvious reasons. Didn't find him today, but yeah, still one of my favorite things of the regular creatures. A new turtle found today. Another new thing. Giant sea bug. Okay. I think this one's kind of cute. Also, this one's kind of cute. Almost. I still don't think that looks blue. I like this one, but mostly because my favorite color is orange. turtles. Kinds of funky looking prehistoric type fish. Makes me think of ammonite. Gee, I wonder why. Yeah, a bunch of these different things. You know, that one seriously almost looks like a trombone to me. Or a paperclip. And here are the other UMLs, or unidentified marine life creatures. This is the first one you see in the game, a giant coelacanth. This is the grand ancestor. Here's the Lancia Presto we saw today. Here's a variant that's pink. Here's our Simurgh Daria. Rosier Rose, a turtle with coral on their back. My favorite, again, Majawara Tadger, aka Cute Treasure Seal. Definitely 100% would do anything for him. Yes. This is a Mertz. Kind of sometimes looks like electric activity is happening. Not right here, though. This is the seahorse. This is a giant seahorse that appears with other smaller seahorses. I like seahorses. I remember doing a report on them in elementary school. This is Amamatsumi. This is another one that's kind of cute, actually. But still not cuter than the seal. And this is the only other one I've seen so far. Lambapsara. Almost kind of an elegant looking fish. Leaf fish, yes. Looks like big leaves. Especially these fins it has look like huge leaves. All the fish so far, 501 out of 578. Really? There are 77 I've still not found. Wow. No, this one, the other one, the one that looked like, oh, the weird bug. Oh, wait, weird bug. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. I'll go back to it. Just a minute. One way down here. The Amamatsumi thing, right? Yeah, this thing over here. Living seaweed. Almost. That's what it looks like. Creature with tons of leaves, or looks like tons of leaves on it. Yep. Uh-huh. This is the leaf creature, yeah. Seriously looked like living seaweed on the ocean floor. But really I think some kind of sea slug. Actually it's kind of weird, it's also kind of cute with its little face here. Yeah, and I'd say it's been a pretty good night dive already. You know, successfully found a UML on the solo dive. A lot of new fish. New treasures. I mean, even if the UMLs I saw today weren't ones that are new to me, hopefully that was still fun for those who haven't seen this game before, or seen it as much as I have, or played it. Even though we didn't see the adorable treasure seal today, or at least only when I showed a picture of him in the log. But thank you everybody for being here for the solo dive and the brief shared dive. It's been fun. It's been good to do another one of these again. Tomorrow, I'll be back at like noon Pacific time. I think I'm actually going to do Mario Kart tomorrow. Yeah, I know, I usually do F-Zero 99, but, you know, I was feeling like doing Mario Kart. So yeah, that'll happen tomorrow. And Sunday, I have a collab again with my friend and fellow VTuber, Robo. We're not totally sure what we're gonna do yet, but could be Mario Party, could be something else. And that's gonna start like noon Pacific time too. And I'll be back on Monday for more Paper Mario. Also starting at noon Pacific time. Hope everyone has been having a good time. We're having a good day or night, depending on where you're watching from. It's kind of late, so I'm not sure there's any... I kind of doubt there's anybody to raid into right now. And I'm just gonna leave you here. Hope to see you again here soon. Thank you again, Shiny, for the raid. I very much appreciate it if you're still here. The fish and I will see you later.